To the neighbor that shot this little girl, she has one question for you. Why did you shoot her and her dad? Let's go ahead and put it into her words, and then we'll get back into the video itself. We living in a climate, and I think this is like the third video or second video I have done where neighbors are turning on each other. When I grew up, neighbors actually looked out for each other. So that's why I really want to know, why are neighbors turning on each other, and is this going to be a trend where nothing, you can't do nothing in your neighborhood, where a ball rolled in the neighbor's yard and he ends up shooting the little girl, that's a scar on her face, I'm gonna put the mouse, and her dad, and she want to know what happened. All right, so let me go play this quick video, and then we'll go from there.
You shoot my daddy and me. Daddy shoot a kid's dad.
This morning, a 6-year-old girl and her parents were recovering after they were shot by a neighbor, all because of an errant basketball. Authorities say 24-year-old Robert Louis Singletary grabbed a gun and approached a group of children after the ball in the driveway. According to police, William White, the father of 6-year-old Kingsley, noticed Singletary before being shot back. He is still in the hospital. Authorities launching a massive manhunt for Singletary, who remains on the loose. That shooting just one of several causing alarm across the country. 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis was in upstate New York when the car she was in pulled into the wrong driveway. Kevin Monahan, the man who allegedly fired the deadly shot, appearing in court Wednesday, charged with second-degree murder in connection with her death. The judge denying bail, finding a car full of young friends after they say they mistakenly turned into his driveway in a rural area 60 miles from Albany, New York, Saturday evening.
So, like I said again, as you can see, this is like a new trend. A 16-year-old boy run the doorbell at the wrong house. He was actually shot at. The neighbor shot through the door, and then he shot him in the head through the door, and then while he laid out bleeding in the head, and the other guy, Monahan, they pulled into the wrong driveway, and what did they do? They shoot at they shoot at the car, let off 2 rounds, they out, correcting their wrong, and that's what happened. It's just not a great set of circumstances.
Gillis, in the front passenger seat, struck by a single bullet.
Kaylin deserves to have
in parking lot outside Gaston. From practice, says she tried to get into a car she thought belonged to a man inside.
I just saw like a black figure in the passenger.
Okay, so she pulled into and that young girl pulled into the wrong, mistakenly got into the wrong car. So the question is, why is all of these copycat shootings taking place? And here it is. Neighbor says 6-year-old and parents shot over stray ball. So the ball went into the gentleman's driveway, and what do? He let off some rounds. All right, so North Carolina man shot and wounded a 6-year-old girl and her parents as the children went to retrieve a basketball that had rolled into his yard, according to neighbors and the girl's family. Another inner screen of recent sparked by seemingly trivial circumstances. Gaston County Police Chief Stephen Zill said at the news conference Wednesday that his department and the U.S. Marshals Service's Regional Fugitive Task Force are conducting a broad search for 24-year-old Robert Louis Singletary, who fled after the Tuesday night shooting near Gastonia, a city of roughly 80,000 people west of Charlotte. Singletary, who has been out on bond in a December attack in which authorities say he assaulted a woman with a hammer, is wanted in Tuesday shootings on 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with the intent to kill, inflicting serious injury, and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Singletary remained at large Thursday. County spokesman Adam Gobb said in the email. Zill declined to say what sparked the attack, explaining that the investigation was ongoing. However, neighbor Jonathan Robertson said the attack happened after some neighborhood children went to retrieve a basketball that had rolled into Singletary's yard. He said Singletary, who had yelled at the children on several occasions since moving to the neighborhood, went into his home, came back with the gun, and began shooting at parents, frantically tried to get their kids to safety. So this bastard is a bastard. He's already a felon with a gun. He assaulted a woman. He has an anger issue. I think he need to be put down. I know that's kind of harsh, but if you got the gall to shoot at children and parents, I think he need to be at least put under the jail cell. I don't give a. That's the way I feel about it. Sometimes when a dog bite, what they do to him, they put him down. This dude is doing too damn much. And that's the way I feel about it, right? This guy did too much. Just like the 84-year-old guy. I feel the same thing about him. You shoot through the door, trying to take the future for the guy. When a dog bite, you need to put him down. That's the way I feel. Monahan, what you did to Miss Gillis, you need to be put down. Sometimes you gotta be an eye for an eye in this world. In other countries, they don't have this problem because if you steal, they chop off your hand. You steal again, they chop off your other hand. They're not going to play with you in some of these countries. We are too lenient on some of these folks, these trigger-happy folks in this country. All right, let's continue. As soon as I saw him coming out shooting, I was hollering at everybody to get down and get inside, Robertson said. A 6-year-old Kinsley White was grazed by a bullet in the left cheek and was treated at a hospital and released. She and her family said her father, Jamie White, who had run to her aid, was shot in the back. He remained hospitalized Wednesday with serious wounds. So this guy, who's a bastard, may have seriously injured this guy where he's beyond reproach. He might be, where he can't even recover from this. All right. So he got serious wounds, including liver damage, according to Kinsley's grandfather and neighbor, Carl Gildebrand. The girl's mother, Ashley Gildebrand, was grazed in the elbow. So she was shot as well. Right? Authorities say Singletary also shot at another man, but missed. Oh, so I hope they catch this dude as quick as they can. It was very scary. Ashley Hildebrand said Wednesday, my daughter actually got to come home last night. She just had a bullet fragment in her cheek. It is the latest in a string of recent U.S. shootings that occurred for apparently trivial reasons, including the wounding of a black teenage honors student in Missouri who went to the wrong address to pick up his young brothers, the killing of a woman who was in a car that pulled into the wrong upstate New York driveway, and the wounding of 2 Texas cheerleaders after one apparently mistakenly got into a car that she thought was her own. So we living in a climate now where people are taking extreme measures the way we deal with each other. And I think that is a terrible thing, right? So we're going to keep following this story closely. We want to see, are they going to catch this guy, get him off the streets, or if they're going to put him down? If you want to be trigger happy, send him to war somewhere. Send him to Syria or something like that, where he want to shoot at people. This was a sad set of circumstances. What happened in Missouri, sad. What happened in upstate New York, sad. And now what happened in Gastonia, North Carolina? Sad. All of these are sad set of circumstances, and they need to be spoken about and rectified. So this is Antonio of Team Tiggio. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.